Hey everybody, Weasem here, 11:23 p.m. Sunday, December 21st, 2014. We just introduced Trailblazer. This was a character I was super excited about. It looks like he is going to upgrade awesomely, and I'm thinking I'm going to acquire a second one. Plan tentatively right now is to take him down the Equine Excellence path. I'm excited about Stampede. That said, a character that's kind of grown on me, I haven't played him, he's never been on the portal, but just looking at him after I unboxed him, having him sitting on my desk in front of me while I was streaming last night and everything, I'm excited about Kaboom. He is pretty heavy for a Trap Master even. I'd say he's up there with Wallop. I've actually got Wallop right here. He may be heavier than Wallop. He is in my left hand. Let me switch them. I don't know. Now that I switch, I'm not sure, but they're both very heavy Skylanders, even for a Trap Master. But we will pull Fire Element Newlander Trailblazer, and we're going to stick Kaboom on the portal.
Boom time.
Okay, fitting voice. Alright, so we got 8 Fire Skylanders now that we've actually put into the game. Looks just like his pose. Right there, he literally looks exactly like his pose, which is cool. Gonna come in here to my base stat spreadsheet. Alright, so let's just go straight to work here. Alright, now he's got the cannon going, and us traps do fit in there. Confirmed that in the unboxing video. Rob had mentioned wondering about that, and I tested it out. So, we're going to come down now and take a look at his stats. Max health, again, 250. Armor, 12. I thought it might be higher than that. Speed is 60. Critical hit, 80. That's a pretty decent number. Elemental power, box stock would have been 25. So, now we are ready to cover his background story. Kaboom hails from an ancient volcanic island known as Munitions Forge, where he and his people crafted machinery that was used all throughout Skylands. But the ruthless Captain Ironbeard wanted the forge for himself so he could build an unstoppable pirate armada. With a fleet of pirate ships approaching, Kaboom went to work creating the greatest anti-pirate weapon ever forged, the Boom Cannon. Picture that in the Flynn voice. When Ironbeard arrived with his invaders, Kaboom met them at the edge of the docks with his cannon lowered, still smoldering red hot from having just come out of the fire. One by one, he sank their ships until Captain Ironbeard finally retreated. Now, as a valued member of the Trap Team, Kaboom uses his red-hot Traptanium Cannon to blast evil in the broadsides. Pretty cool story. Again, that's another one I would like to kind of see play out at some point in time. What we want to do now is take a look at his powers. Primary attack, I'm hoping this one's awesome. Traptanium Cannonballs, it looks super cool. Press X to shoot Traptanium Cannonballs. They look like little flying meteors or something. After that, we've got Cannon Jump. I'm also excited about this. It's almost like a pogo stick. Press B to blast the ground and leap towards an enemy, leaving a big explosion. So I don't know if they mean that you leave an explosion where you left or where you land. I would assume it's where you left, and then you might do jump damage on the enemy. But we'll check that out if we can. These next 4 will be base upgrades. It begins with Jump Quake. Cannon Jump now creates an earthquake that damages nearby enemies over time. Following that up, we have Mortar Strike. This is very Zookish. Press Y to fire exploding cannonballs into the air, and then you can hold Y to aim your shot. So that, again, that'll kind of be reminiscent of a Zook. Next up, the Long Ranger. Increases the range of the Mortar Strike attack. That's actually something that should never be underestimated. And then Cannon Charge. I do like my charge attacks. I've been talking about them in the last 2 intros. Hold X to charge up the cannon and release to fire a more powerful Traptanium Cannonball. So his base attacks, 100% straightforward and 100% effective, and that's basically 75% dedicated to the mortars and the cannonballs. So he should be a good character that you can just, from the base upgrades, upgrade, pick up, play, and not have a lot of time invested in mastering his skill set. Things will get complicated though as we go into the upgrade paths, I'm sure. This top path is called Cannonball Runner. I believe it's obviously going to apparently upgrade the cannon only. Bouncing Balls. Traptanium Cannonballs ricochet off of walls. Love that with Trigger Happy, and I base pretty much every time I see anything with that mentioned around it leading to those same results. After that is Super Bouncing Balls Traptanium Cannonballs bounce between enemies. I've never had a great fondness for this type of thing. I think it came about in Swap Force, but every once in a while, you know, you'd see it happen and be like, oh, I'm glad we had that. That said, triple shot, again, very straightforward. Shoot 3 Traptanium Cannonballs at once. So that one basically, again, just you're going all primary there. Kind of interesting it didn't address the lob shots. Anyway, bottom path is called Jumping Juggernaut. Scorch all enemies in the path of Kaboom's cannon jump. That's Firefly. And then Big Air Cannon Jump has a greater area of effect and stuns enemies. And then lastly, you've got Triple Jump. You can do 3 cannon jump attacks in a row without having to rest. So hopefully he doesn't have a lot of downtime between when he does that if it's a cool attack. Initially, I'm kind of drawn towards the top path Cannonball Runner. But again, that's without me knowing attack damage numbers. Right here, though, is the Soul Gem. We get it, and now it explains. Very Zookish again, tying it in with the Soul Gem. But Missile Rain, Mortar Strike attack now rains down fire Traptanium Missiles. That'll be helpful regardless of the path you take. If you were to buy this first, it's one of those deals that might actually be nice to couple it with that pass so you kind of balance out. But I think with my one Kaboom, I'm going to probably take this top path here, unless the jumps turn out to be really cool. So here's what he looks like. Okay, so he's like very proper, almost like a British infantry march type thing. Just straightforward. He knows he's got a big cannon and he's not afraid to use it, and he will walk into anything. His health is kind of low. I mean, I was surprised his armor was that low, and then his health. He looks like a character that would have like a burly health number, you know, box stock. That said, jump. Just straight up, it's important that we check a look at the jump, especially with the character that does jump damage. This is what it looks like. He basically is holding the cannon, moves it up as he goes, kind of like a guitar, you know, if you can picture that. Then primary attack. Okay, so it looks like he's got good range. It almost has a Nerf gun sound. I'm going to see if we can hit that target across from us, not the closest one. Now the bridge is in the way. Yes, so he has very good range. Let's see if we can home in on that other one. Yeah, so really nice range. He's going to crank off 40s for us. Critical hit would be 60 if we ever see one. He can basically spam them at will. There was our 60. So pretty, again, just straightforward, simple, mash your buttons, have success type Skylander. Secondary attack, again, was the cannon jump. We're going to jump, it blasts the ground from where we leave, and then it apparently shoots us towards the enemies, and there's a big explosion. I just don't know if that's from where we leave or where we land. So let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, let me... now we know what to expect. Was that 111, I think, on the critical side? Yeah, 74 to 111. So he literally shoots the ground, ranges up, and gets a jump attack, if you will, on the other character. Now that, he was far away from that, and the radius on the attack must be pretty good, you know, jump damage. Got both of those guys as well, so I'm going to try to split the difference. It's hard with a Trapmaster, they're just so bulky. But if I could land anywhere in between these, I think it's going to get both of them. We basically landed on top of this guy, you know, but we're getting both of them. So obviously you can tell he's got a good radius there. 74 to 111 on that. I really enjoy just the cannon attack. I mean, sometimes it's nice to just have something straightforward and simple, you know. The jump is unique. Again, this is a standard jump. He can shoot. This would be his jump attack. That's awesome. Just going up in the air and seeing him from this angle take down that dummy over there, that's really cool. But the secondary attack, again, blast the ground, fires over that way. My question is if the fire does damage to enemies. Like if we rocket it across 2 chompies to land on a troll, I wonder if that fire is going to like burn them or something. I'm going to try to set that up here for you. Looks like the fire might do 22. So 33 on the critical side. Yeah. So I think the fire does do damage as well. So he's actually, again, another potent box stock Skylander, in my opinion. That's it. That is Kaboom. We've covered his background story, his base stats, his upgrades, his primary attack damage numbers. Again, I'll upgrade him soon. I will have the exact attack damage number, so be sure to look for that on my site. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. And again, make sure to follow me on Twitch as well, where I will be live streaming Trap Team. Last but not least, again, that link at the top will take you to my personal site, oneofweezem.com. It'll have everything you want to know on Kaboom. We'll have featured the unboxing, a few pictures. We'll have his introduction video you're watching. We'll have his upgrade video you'll see shortly. And then, of course, you will also have the attack damage stuff. So stay tuned for that. Next introduction will be Tough Luck, Life Element Trap Master. Looking forward to seeing what she does. And again, I think she'll be a nice compliment to Bushwhack. But Kaboom, again, joins forces with Wildfire and Dark Wildfire. I think that makes a pretty hot trio, if I don't say so myself. So that's it. Thanks again for watching, and we will catch you back here for introduction number 41, Tough Luck.